Morning. So I've got to go back into all today. Not to worry about Kristen, it's just been an odd week. So I'll catch up with the comments on the computer later. 13th of February 2026. The song is by the Carpenters. It's Calling Occupants of Interplanetary Craft. I listened to it again because I thought it was about aliens, but it's not. It's about tuning in, listening to the universe. So spirit can't be any clearer than that, can they? Let's see what they want us to know. We've got Pluto, the unknown, Taurus, and third house of communication. So unknown communications fits with the song, doesn't it? Let's have a look. "13 is the death card. We talked about it yesterday. There's a lot going on in the UK a minute, and across the globe. There's unnecessary suffering and death, and it's weighing down the energy of the people. So we have to learn to a certain extent, shut off the negativity, but not to ignore or bury our heads. So let's have a look. It's in the third spot, so number 3 is very important. But heavy burden is still there. A burden we don't need to carry, shouldn't carry. So someone's dreams has been shattered. They're running out of options. They have to narrow down their options and focus. 7 months. It's nightmares, dream time. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing and expecting a different outcome. Crossroads. You must take the path less travelled. The truth will set you free. 1 week. Use that sword to sever ties with what no longer serves you. Sex could be an issue, but it's positive thoughts, words. There is a homecoming to who you truly are. This is somebody who's been to battle and survived, and there's a welcome at the door for them. Someone returning, and now they can release that burden they've been carrying. They're on the last stretch. They're almost home. Somebody returning. Sometimes this is PTSD when they're returning to their home, but they're carrying a weight that needs to be lifted, and the only person that can lift it is the one that's there to welcome them. Absolutely beautiful. So, but it's still a burden yet to be lifted. There's impatience, getting annoyed with yourself because of this burden you carry. You need to come out of your comfort zone, today's card, and transform your energy. Shed that skin of the past and become something new. death and rebirth, the reproductive organs, shared resources, 13, Scorpio. And there we have it. We've come full circle. We've brought this to a conclusion. This is an end of a chapter. The fixed signs of Taurus, Leo, Scorpio and Aquarius will find it hardest. We've got Taurus and Scorpio there. This is the cosmic dance, the cosmic egg, the universe, the world, inheritances. We inherit the world. A string of pearls and the number 72. So major arcana is massively important, positive, and the only one that really matters is the 21. Things must be brought to a positive conclusion. There's a card that's slipped down there, I'm sure there is. Oh, there was. It's gone. Still. Alright. You are being watched. The truth will be spoken. Sporty, dark-haired youth or someone immature in energy, but they are watching. Even those that have been very naive are now watching. Ready or not, wrongdoers will pay for their actions. We do not chop the apple tree down for firewood if it doesn't bear fruit. We trim the branches and we feed the roots. Ready or not, you are going to be chucked off that cliff. And you've got two choices, survive or not. Don't give up. Life is not a race. Comparison is not your friend. But you must reassess and reevaluate. It is time for the tower to fall. Neptune in Pisces. Massive arguments, explosive events, real explosions, the loss of home, the loss of finances. This is going to rock your world. An explosive event, perhaps a passionate event. 16. We have the names Bob, Dean, Chris, Mandy and Neil. Yeah, gossip follows you. Secrets are being kept. You will not find the knowledge you seek. You may not be able to attend a reunion, a celebration, because your path is being blocked. Leo energy, the 19. Someone is trying to stop you from whatever this travel is. But you will travel. Delays in travel. Someone is keeping you in the dark about an issue. It's time to walk away. Taurus, an end to a friendship, a marriage. Schools and teachers will suffer. The loss of keys, the loss of faith in yourself and others, religion in its negative connotations, neck and throat issues. The names Simon, Peter, Mark and Diane. 5 and 23, negative energy. Taurus energy. You have the moral high ground. Do not back down. There is heartache, sorrow, loss and separation here. A confused mind, perhaps surgery for some, something or someone coming between you and what you want. Let's just check some of these. We've got Taurus now. Which is in the dice. So we've got Taurus and Uranus. So there's Uranus, rebellion, upheaval. We've got Taurus in the third house. Well done, Spirit. What is Pluto? Pluto is Aquarius. So it's standing up to the chaos, because from the chaos comes order. So what you were brought up to believe may not be true. Somebody doesn't want you to find out their lies. Yeah, you are no longer trapped in the thoughts or the words in your head of others over the years, keeping you beaten down. You can't do this, you shouldn't do that. Sharp, harsh words, threats. It can no longer hold you. You are about to stand up for yourself. There's nothing to fear but fear itself. 8 weeks. Yeah, there it is. Again, speak the truth and shame the devil, even if it means poking the hornet's nest. It is time. The dark-haired child may be the clue. Number 10 brings changes for the better. A run of good luck. A change is coming. Fate is taking a hand. But that 19, again repeated, is negative energy. Leo energy, someone here is stealing your happiness, blocking your path, keeping you in the dark. There is a bond here that cannot be broken. It doesn't have to be a romantic one. And mothers, mother-in-laws, mothers of your children, we are growing through pain. Again, a Taurus card, but this one, especially the feminine one, is speaking the truth. Happiness, merging of two families, a reunion of sorts between Demeter and Persephone. Pregnancies, the military, agriculture, May the 31st, November the 11th, but above all, the 3 and the 30 that we have in the dice. Well done, Spirit. Yeah, there has been a rejection. Perhaps a marriage proposal was rejected. This is a missed opportunity for a new life, a new home, a new business, a new job, whatever it is. Spirit gave you a gift and you didn't nurture it. You left it to rot. So there'll be no new beginning until you bring this chapter to a close. 22. Fear. Putting things off until tomorrow that should be done today. Fear is a big factor. Richard, Katie, Zoe, 19 is Karen, the 30, Abigail, Natasha, Elaine, Greg, Lauren, Joshua, and there it is. You must stand on your own 2 feet. Independence Day, July the 4th, could be important, but most of all, it is being financially and emotionally independent within or without a situation. You must stand on your own 2 feet. Stop putting things off because you might feel the fool. Let's have a look. So third house is about communication. Hands, arms, shoulders, school days, the colour yellow, got a lot of yellow in there. Communications, siblings, short journeys, learning. Communications, calling occupants of interplanetary craft. Learning, immediate environment, neighbours, manner of speech, the way you speak to people. The third house is the beginning of your self-expression. It describes the concrete function of a person's intellectual process. So this is as yet unknown with Pluto there. Pluto may indicate siblings who holds power, and Uranus usually refers to family rebel. So someone holding power over you, or think they do. Pluto in Taurus, is it unknown or do we know something about it? Yeah. Due to the long orbit making placements irrelevant, Pluto in Aries, Taurus, Gemini, and Aquarius and Pisces are not included. So let's see if we can find any information about Taurus and Pluto and Taurus, sorry. It transforms and upheaves issues surrounding material wealth, shared resources, property, and environmental stability. It last occurred in 1852 to 1884, so look up and see what major events happened then. It deeply reforms how society defines value, worth. It represents a period of intense industrialization, economic change, and the destruction of old systems of ownership. Revolution of resources, redefined property rights, economic transformations, and deep-seated perseverance. The last Pluto Taurus period included the American Civil War, emancipation, the creation of the gold standard, and the height of the Industrial Revolution, creating extreme wealth and poverty. Those born with this placement are deeply connected to the material realm, focusing on stability, money, and security. Potential for extreme greed, power struggles over resources, and stubborn resistance to necessary change. Pluto will return to Taurus starting in 2098. It is considered in detriment in Taurus, often making its energy felt through the profound dismantling of secure, stable structures rather than fluid, easy transformation. So rebellion then. Civil War. Let's see. The greed has never been more obvious, has it? 25. The dream time. You must manifest what you think can happen, will happen. Because everything begins with a thought. Drugs could be involved for some. You must plan for the future. Because it won't always be as it is now. The art of dreaming your life into being. Here comes the point when you realise that we are dreamers, and that is what we started with, the dreams. What you dream can be manifested. Where do you want to be? What do you want your life to look like? And if you can't picture where you want to be, how is the universe meant to make it happen? There's a big difference between dreaming realistically and thinking too over the top. Our belief that it can happen needs to be in alignment with what we want to happen. If we dream about being a millionaire but believe it won't ever happen to us, then it won't. If we dream of how we feel with our perfect job, house or partner, for example, and also believe that it can happen, reject the idea, then it won't. If we dream of how we feel with a perfect job, house, partner, for example, and also believe that it can happen, then it will. Manifestation happens when we dream about it as though it's already happened. We imagine ourselves in the present, coming home to who we truly are, and with a welcome at the door. And we need to also feel all the emotions of having already achieved it. This is how we align our dreams, our emotions and our beliefs to manifest in desire. And we've lost our faith, our belief that it will happen. What are you wanting to manifest in your life? Do you know what it would look like if you had it now? How would you feel if you manifested what you desired? What emotions would you feel? Take some time out to be as specific as you can. Imagine it. Make plans to achieve your goals and then take action. You are the centre of your own universe, so be creative with what you want and let the rest flow to you. So, straightforward message. It is all in the power of your mind. Time to stand up for yourself and stand on your own 2 feet. Use your mind or lose it in the confusion of insanity. Kuan Yin, Chinese goddess of mercy and compassion, and that has to go to yourself, not just others. Kuan Yin, pretty in pink. There she is. Moon, the cherry blossom. Kuan Yin, Japanese equivalent of Kwanon. Tenderness, sweetness, kindness, understanding at a soul level. The need for tolerance towards differences of approach or outlook. The Chinese goddess Kuan Yin brings you her gentle smile and her understanding of your deepest and most secret sorrows. You can expect a cessation of your worries and anxieties and a breakthrough in understanding from others around you. You may even find that when bathing in the gentleness of Kuan Yin's tenderness, you will think more kindly of yourself and others. You may be inspired by her to reach out to someone in friendship. With the help of her compassionate and tolerant qualities, arguments will blur themselves out or dissolve in laughter, and Kuan Yin will restore harmony to your heart and to your household. There. But it doesn't mean that you should avoid the argument to do so. something stinks, I'm afraid. You are not protected. You are very vulnerable at this time. Doesn't mean that you haven't got the strength or the power to overcome it, but it does mean that there's a problem. 21. So we're going back to this. We need to bring this to a conclusion in a positive way because something stinks. And it's not all black and white, there are grey areas. 21. The skunk knows how to shield itself by spraying its furs with a foul odour. Its black and white fur serves as a warning to all who would be assailant. Similarly, the magnolia is known for its large waxy leaves and copious blooms. Its thick-petalled flowers are some of the oldest on earth, having evolved to endure damage from beetles. Self-protection can hinder your growth. You may be misinterpreting a situation and acting defensively. Ask yourself why you feel the need for armour. Could greater vulnerability benefit you? How can you protect others? And who or what makes you feel safe or unsafe? So where do you come home to? Who is the person that you want waiting for you at the door? A home is not a home without a fire in the hearth, food on the table and a welcome at the door. Someone is coming home, a homecoming. Thanks for listening. I'll write up the song when I get back. Speak soon. Bye-bye.